welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, if you couldn't tell by the title, I am going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a first stitch with my new Bai 15 needle embroidery machine. I do have the Mirror. They have another one that's called the Vision, I believe, but I have the Mirror, and like I said, it is a 15 needle embroidery machine, and then it does come with the panel here, the touchscreen panel. This is my very first industrial machine like of this size, a 15 needle. For those who are new here, I did have, or I still have, a pull-in. I have the EOC06, and that is what I have been using since December of 2024, and then I just received this Bai 15 needle. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get this unboxed. Now, I did have it delivered to my house. I do craft in an office. I had it delivered to my house, so we had to kind of unbox it at my house and then bring it here because we couldn't move the whole box. So it was a little bit of drama in trying to get this to my office, but she is here, she is set up, and she is stitching, and we're gonna do all of that in today's video, so definitely stick around for that. All right, so here is the machine. This is how it comes shipped. It is boxed up pretty nice and tight, so you don't have to worry about anything getting broken or anything like that during shipment. We have to take these little brackets off, and we're going to use a crowbar to do that. Of course, I'm not doing this by myself, so we're gonna go ahead and get it open and then try to get it transported to my office. Okay, so we did try to start off using the crowbar. However, it was too big, so we ended up getting kind of some flathead screwdrivers here, and you just want to kind of get it underneath that little hook part, and then they pop right off. But we're going ahead and we are removing the top. Now, one side is the actual machine head, and then the other side is all of the materials and the stand, which has to be assembled. All right, so we got it open, and we got the top off. This is everything that comes in the box. This is the machine over here, and then this is going to be like the stand, the tools, the equipment, all of those things. So this box was delivered to my house. Now, I don't craft in my house. I do have a suite that I crafted. So with that being said, this box was too big for me and my husband to be able to put into our car. So we're gonna go ahead and take everything out of the box, put it in my car, and then transport it to my office that way. But inside the box, this is a huge hoop. I think this is the 14 by 20. If I'm not mistaken, or maybe 14 by 21, something like that. But it is humongous. And then this is all of the supporting feet, which is going to be for the stand. You have the directions, or I'm sorry, yeah, this is the catalog. So if you wanted to purchase more things, it kind of gives you all of the information about the machine, or and then all the other machines that they offer. So this is the Vision, the 2-head machine that they have. So yeah, you can look through that. And then this is the instructions here. So this is the manual for the actual machine. And then these are all the tools to help you go ahead and put it together. These are the hand rails that you have to install on the machine. This is what you put your hoops on. And then we have some, so this is a nice kit. So it has, this is the Rich Word thread, which is the Bai and the Pull-in brand. And it has a couple colors, red, blue, black, and white, some pre-wound bobbins. I do have a box exactly like this. And then some tearaway stabilizer. Okay, so the rest of it's in here. You have the cat frame. There's a couple other frames, and then the legs and all of that. So I'm gonna get all of this put into our car. I do have to take off the side of this, and then we can kind of take off the thing for the machine and figure out how we're gonna get it into our car. right, you guys, so it turns out that that machine is entirely too heavy for my husband and I to be able to pick up. So I did call some movers. They'll be here in a few hours to come pick up the machine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and set up the stand, and then I can put the stand in my car. So that way when the movers are ready to move the embroidery machine to my office, the stand will already be set up, because I am going to need them to put it on the stand for me rather than like taking it to my office and putting it on the floor. That doesn't help me because I can't pick it up off the floor to get it onto the stand. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to just go ahead and set up this stand literally in my driveway before they get here, so that once they get here they can take the assembled stand and they can take the embroidery machine to my office, and then they can put the embroidery machine on top of the stand and it will already be assembled for them. So that's what I'm going to do now. Bai does have a YouTube channel, and hopefully you guys can see it. And on their YouTube channel, they have a few playlists. So let me go to their channel, and then I'm going to go to their playlists. They have, like, if you have the Vision, they have videos for you on how to unbox and set up your Vision. If you have the Mirror, which is what I have, they have these playlists. So they tell you like how to unbox it, how to assemble the stand, how to power on and off or emergency stop, right? So I'm watching right now how to assemble the Bai mirror stand, which is what I have. I'm referencing this video, putting it together. It is pretty simple to do, so that is what I'm doing now. Alright guys, so assembling the stand is pretty simple. It comes with 4 of these kind of little posts that you have to use 2 screws to adhere to one side. Once you get them screwed down, then all you do is flip the one side on top of the other side, which I will be showing you in 1 second, and then you screw it down to the other side. Each post takes, like I said, 2 screws to screw it down and then 2 screws to screw it on the other side, so it would be 4 per. Bai does a good job of making sure they send you everything that you need. So all of the wrenches, they send you like a little family pack of wrenches in a couple different sizes, so that, like I said, you can literally use it for whatever it is that you're doing. They send you all of the screws, they send you a flathead screwdriver, they just literally send you everything that you need to be able to complete the put together of this entire machine from start to finish. The only thing you can't use is obviously a crowbar or a flathead screwdriver to get the original shipping box open, but after that they provide you everything that you need. They give you oil as well, and again, I know I mentioned that they have a YouTube channel. They do show you how to oil and maintain your machine in that playlist that I showed you guys as well, which is very important. And then they also do send oil as well. So you guys, they kind of set you up to be able to get started. You know, obviously they're not going to give you all the tools that you need for the longevity of your business, but to just simply get started, they send you thread, bobbin, oil, everything that you need to get started and get acclimated with your machine, which I really appreciate, especially as a newbie. So this is me. As you just saw, I flipped it over, and now I'm going to use the rest of the screws to go ahead and make sure that the 2 sides are connected. All right, so once you are done assembling the stand, you have to go ahead and assemble these little pads. This is where the actual machine is going to sit on top of. So the machine head has feet that go on the bottom of it as well. And then those feet go inside of these little pads on the stand, and they fit perfectly right inside of the pad. So that is what you have to go ahead and assemble. Again, I just screwed them in with my fingers as much as I could, and then I took the Allen wrench that was provided in the case, and then I am making sure they are nice and tight. All right, so we finally got it up to my office. Again, I had to call some movers to move it for me. But what I'm doing now is taking off the rest of the kind of packaging that is on the machine. I wanted to keep everything on there until it was completely set up, just to make sure nothing was knocked loose or anything like that. And I'm just taking some scissors and cutting off the rest of the plastic and styrofoam and everything that is on this machine. All right, you guys. So I do have the machine all put together, and as you can see, I have started. So a couple of things I want to talk about when it comes to threading this machine. It is very tedious. Okay, there's a lot of loops and holes and twists and turns that you have to go through to get it hooped. That is going to be, I'm sorry, to get it threaded. That's going to be a whole separate video in itself. But until then, if this is something that you need to know right now, BAI, they do have their own YouTube channel called Bai TV. I would highly suggest going there. They have an entire playlist for unboxing your Bai The Mirror, or if you have the Vision. They have a playlist for the Vision, and they have a playlist for the Mirror. Just select whichever machine that you have and watch the full playlist. I would say watch the full playlist in its entirety from the moment that you receive your machine and before you even take it out of the box. I think there's maybe like 10 or so videos, maybe a couple more, but I would definitely suggest that. Once you get it threaded, you have to get your arm rails here installed. That is super easy. It's just 2 screws here, and all you have to do is measure for the size hoop that you are using. And then this is the hoop that came with the machine. Hooping is pretty standard. They do have a video on that as well. So what I'm doing now is I am going ahead and I am doing my first stitch here. As you can see, so far so good. It looks absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this completely stitched out, and then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna let you guys watch the stitching of the next word, which is gonna be dad here, in a sped up kind of fashion, and then once it is all done, I'll come back, I'll show you guys, and then I'll kind of give you my final thoughts on this whole unboxing process. All right, so it is completely finished here. So to take the hoop off, you're just going to kind of hold the rails here and with like your thumbs like this, and kind of just push it up and slide it right out. That looks so good, you guys. That looks so good. I am so excited. So my final thoughts on unboxing this. Well, number one, I do love the machine already. This is my very first multi-needle machine, so I don't have anything to compare it to. However, as far as like this being my very first machine, this being my very first experience with a multi-needle machine, I will say that I do feel like the unboxing process was pretty simple. It was pretty self-explanatory. The videos, like I said, Bai does have a YouTube channel where they have a series or a playlist. I'm sorry, they have a playlist on their YouTube channel that takes you step by step from unboxing to the first stitch with this machine. They also have it for the Vision if that's the one that you have. And I mean, those videos were very, very helpful. Every single question that I had in regards to when I was unboxing this was answered in one of those videos. So I definitely recommend that once you get your machine, going to Bai's YouTube channel and watching those videos. Well, even when your machine is in the mail, watch those videos so that you know what to expect. A little bit of a story time. When I first got this machine, it was bolted to the bottom of the box when it comes. I did not know that. So my husband and I thought that this machine weighed like 1,000 pounds because we could not pick it up. But the problem was it had two screws at the bottom that screwed it to the box, and we did not realize it because I did not watch the unboxing video in full. So make sure that you definitely do that. But you guys, I have so much more content coming with this machine. I have so many different things I'm excited to do and try out. You can also do hats on this machine as well. So definitely subscribe if you are not already. But that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is the first project. Until next time, bye guys.